Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Sure.
If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
If you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me with it.
Got something on your mind, dude? You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Ulleran mating season. Ugh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha. Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? They're like impatient little children. With blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was. Well, it's not so much a hurricane as a slight breeze. But that doesn't mean anything. Destiny is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall. I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand. Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Everyone panics and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? What, are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1 billion to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo! Got something on your mind, do you? Manon's an unusual place. Not for its water, mind you. It's the KOTOR, healing juice. Only place where it occurs in the galaxy. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. Oh, I get it. Let's...
We've got all the proper KOTOR trading permits, so back off. We've got all the proper KOTOR trading permits, so back off.
There.
Pakochichopa, Himba Mulira Bonaji, Chiska Nichu, Kuyami Juski Chika Nai, Tong Patoga Smaktilia, David Yubong Kuki Pankpa, Tong Ituamaji, Human Actung, Pakochichopa, Himba Mulira Bonaji, Oscar, Chiska Nichu, the Hubo. Con muy slimo poi wanga kun vis. Tava.
Okay, so with this guy we can play 11 games, all with 200 credits wager, but I'm not gonna waste my time on that.
The fighting between the Republic and the Sith is spreading farther. I wonder how long before Menandri. I can't stop to talk to tourists. I'm on Kolto packing duty. A friend of mine recently got into Pizak. You know, the card game. Now he can't stop. It's so addictive.
These Selkath don't know what they're gonna miss. When the Sith Empire finally crushes the Republic, then we'll see how long their vaunted neutrality.
Stay out of my way. I'm on legitimate Sith business.
Hey, I'm working here. Go talk to the diplomatic rep if you got... I can't stop to talk to tourists. I'm on Kolto packing duty.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes. I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow. Got something on your mind, do you? What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if this Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
I heard the Sith are trying to work on a synthetic version of Kolto. I wouldn't be surprised if the Republic was too.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation. I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn my back on an opportunity. Maybe this can be a profitable exchange for both of us. So clear.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment. I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Are you hiring for the Republic or the Sith? Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the spooks on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here. You some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manon, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit, but I don't really want to talk about that right now. Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslagger at the bar, or the Echani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available. Normally I'd charge you for information. The times are good right now, and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge. If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans. I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way, not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Echani. Or anything else you want? Nothing. Except that the Echani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Echani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden. They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy. I'm a realist, and with this war, or anything else... So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work. For a while...
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Echani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs. They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Echani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful. Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask? Perhaps, but my business with the Selkath is my own. You speak the blunt and brutal language of my people. We share the love of death and bloodshed, but we are a rare breed on this planet. Even the Sith here are as weak as the cowardly fish people. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring an Echani for the errands they had me running. The task paid well, but was boring. and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
So you brought these youths to the Sith. And then what did you do to them?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human? Manan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know? Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Manan may not seem very hospitable, but a surprising amount of trade runs through it because of the KOTOR trade.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
They say everyone on Manan is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Almost seems they do wish to conquer everything and will not stop at Manon. Why the Salkath believe themselves invulnerable, I have no idea.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change. You said it, not I.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit. He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered this Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman. I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood! Jolie, what are you doing here? The Lord sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. I guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure. Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't... Sunry is... He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered...
That's true.
And there's no way he... This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
What's this? Another Republic lackey wandering the streets? Don't worry, the Sith will destroy you along with all the rest who don't bow down before Malak. I have nothing more to say to you. I have important Sith business to attend to. You Republic sicken me. We'll do the galaxy a favor by wiping you out. Malak will show you Republics how a war is really waged.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama. Tongi wama aki inko tune. Potong hiwama ji aki inkotun tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong tong hitwama aki inkotune potong hiwama ji aki inkotun tong panokun non tong hitwama aki inkotune potong hiwama
Greetings, Master Jedi. I hope you have a pleasant stay here on Manan. If you have any questions or needs, please direct them to our envoy, Roland Wan, at our embassy.
Uchua penki, tong ituamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kili. Chi wi aita ka chong chicha, agi inkotune, chuna muli ra, tong ituamaji kona, tong ituama aki inkotune, potong hiwamaji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chi wi aita ka chong ki muli ra kun king. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna muli ra, tangi wama jikona, chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo, kun chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna muli ra, ki muli ra kun king. Tong hit wama agi inko tune, potong hi wama ji agi inko tune, tong panokun, nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira, chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo, kun mulira snimo poi chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wama jikona, tong kipa nonku nek abog. Achua pengti, yun patisa, di chuba jikota naga, Kingu mwa mulira duana, kinba ni chalora kun, tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hiwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hiwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hiwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inkotune chuna muli ra, tangi wama jikona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Time is a critical factor. We cannot allow the Sith to decode that data recording, or our operations on Manan would be compromised.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely, but I wouldn't say that to the court. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. What do you want to know? There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. The Sith woman, Elasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour... He can't run good. Yeah, I'm pretty No, I don't think... No. 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 That's a lot of money. Maybe I could do something for you then. All right, I'll do it. I'll tell the Selkath that he left before the shot went off. But this is our little secret. If you try and turn me in for lying, I'm making sure you come with me.
I know you want to help Sunry, but we should not be manufacturing evidence like this.
Now, was there anything else you wanted? Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Elas's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well, Elasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking. 100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else. Thanks. I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elas's room and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war. Kept the rest of the... I'm not saying anything. And there isn't any... Oh. Well, one time, I saw Elasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Elasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Chiki kun Selkath, Jona mulira tong glupor kimba no kun nek lorcha. Glupor kakincha nawabakaon. Uf mala nibo glupor jimata wipunage. Glupor ranka ja tong abagja. Glupor tati ya baba Hassan shan. Glupor chubachi jopak. Glupor tong hitwana ji sarkat agi inko tune. Glupor mulira chuna mulira tong glupor kipa no. Glupor yon tung chiwi ita. Bola un chikne mulira glupor. Kon muli slimo pui wanga kun viskin. Glupor kinpa nikcha lora kun. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag sun sham u glupor ninong. Glupor tong hit wama ji salkat ad inko tune. Tong kinba no kun nikset abag. Glupor yon tung chiwi ita. Bola un chikne mulira glupor. Kon muli glupor kinba nikcha lora kun. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag su. Glupor tong hit wama ji salkat ad inko tune. Tong kinba no kun nikset. Glupor pichage borang turang. Glupor wangki yuma bat malyaw no wish. Glupor no una. Kun mulira slimo poy wanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abag sinshan glupor ninong kili. Glupor chiwa eita kan kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo mulira glupo. Glupor sha. Glupor pampa ki mulira kun kin. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Tong itselkat wama jiko na. Glupor ag inko tune. Glupor no mulira chuna mu. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shan konti machid
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? Dear, dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Time is a critical factor. We cannot allow the Sith to decode that data recording, or our operations on Manan would be compromised.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of passcards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions. Can I help you with anything? The Sith encryption scheme on these cards is based on a sequence of simple mathematical principles. We've managed to decode the majority of the encryption algorithm, but the final segments of the terminal sequences elude us. If you think you're able, you can try to break the code on the card. Don't worry if you happen to ruin the card. The box we captured has a whole bunch of them. Can I help you with anything else? Okay, sure. Come back if you need anything.
So, to enter the Sith base, we can choose a path to decrypt a card, to interrogate a Sith officer, or to go to the docking bay where we landed and to use the Sith ship to enter the Sith base. So, I'm gonna go with the keycard path.
Hey, great! You slice the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
I'm here.
What?
I'm here.
$100 spikes. Are you serious? Okay, so this is evidence for Sunnery.
Sure.
Got something on your mind, dude? Oh, I get it. Let's play.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? While the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion, we have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? No problem. He's not going anywhere for a long time. You're back. Do you want to interrogate the... Let's get it started then.
What do you want? You're not. You... lies. You work for the Republic.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
But they wouldn't, would they? Ha! Worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me. There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you. What do you want? What companion?
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ha! The Sith are stronger than you. Each one of us. You'll never break us. Nothing you could do to us would make us talk. We Sith are stronger than you give us credit for.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Time is a
But before we go to the Sith base, I forgot to talk to one guy.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation. I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation. So lay your credits down. We ain't here to play for fun. Hey, don't give up. Even you losers get lucky sometimes. Maybe this next hand... So...
Okay, so with this guy you can play 10 games and then he will stop playing, and I'm not gonna waste my time on that.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial.
Because you
My
won't
husband
get
is
anything
innocent.
special from him.
Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't... Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this. I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please. Lies. It must be. I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry did.
We need more rules about overpowered bikes. Hookta just rides over everything. It's boring watching him.
Out of my way, unless you want to feel the wrath of the Sith. You dare mock me? If it wasn't for the Selkath laws, I'd teach you proper respect. Back off, Republic scum. A man like you couldn't hope to satisfy a Sith woman. Back off, Republic scum. Out of my way, unless you want to... The wrath of the Sith is a terrible thing. Remember, Taris? You'll see. You'll all see. Out of my way. You dare mock me?
I don't know how much longer I can stay on this world. The Selkath don't make it easy for us off-worlders.
What do you want, Rain Rat?
I don't have the time or desire to bother speaking with wandering idiots. You're probably another race fan in a fool stupor after that big win by local whelp Queedle Moulter. I will get tired of your voice in short order, so make it quick. Nothing about the current state of the races make me want to watch, especially if it means associating with the cattle grouped in there now. I admire the mercenary spirit of Cassandra Mathilde. Other than that, no one.
Her mercenary spirit isn't what's selling the auto prints.
She does have other qualities as well. Harriet, this is a poor use of my time. You should know not to annoy one of my kind. Grow some gills and swim the planet yourself. There's no substitute for personal experience. I have nothing else to say on the subject. Hostile. I would consider this the height of calm for dealing with insects like yourself. If I were hostile, you'd be dead. Yes, Manon is a very unsatisfying world for settling disagreements. The Selkath are very insistent that even words are not used as weapons. Since we both refuse to initiate a violent event, you'll have to accept my contempt-filled dismissal and hope we do not meet again.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. I've just hired on with the Sith. Of course, if the Republic has a better offer. I don't have time to sit here and answer your questions. I have to get ready. The Sith want me to report to their embassy first thing tomorrow.
There's a lot of credits to be made in the Republic in times like these. If we survive, of course.
You here to cheer Cassandra? She's a fine racer. I hope she knocks Hukta out of the running.
Hukta Jax is insane. He just smashes through everything to the finish. I guess we should expect that from a Gamorrean.
I was down here last week and I got Cassandra Mathilde's auto print. She doesn't do that very often.
You're probably here to see the more established racers. That'll be me someday.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Uftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Bundas. Uftagel chief. Papuelda. Kolo duf divan. Kuora. Duden tuf blab van nibo gelva. Horis. Bundas da shelfa. Uftagel chief. And now for the Dufta. She enjoyed it out, and very good. Duftadan gelva, horisidan gelva. Kolo duf divan rebut, papuelda. Bundas da shelfa, uftagel chief. Duftadan gelva, horisidan gelva. Duden tuf blab van nibo. Duftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Kuora. Duden tuf blab van nibo gelva. Horisidan gelva. Duftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Duden tuf blab van nibo gelva. Papuelda. Kolo. Duftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Papuelda. Kolo duf divan rebut. Duftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Duftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Duden tuf. And now for the Dufta. She enjoyed it out. Duftadan gelva. Horisidan gelva. Tuftadan kelfa, hoisidan kelfa. Men now for the tufta. She enjoyed it out. Tuftadan kelfa, hoisidan kelfa. Kolo tuf divan rebut, papuelta. Kolo tuf divan rebut, papuelta. Tuora. Linda tufta.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time to prepare for my races. We'll get it over with. I know that if you do absolutely anything wrong, you get locked up. Seems like finding criminals is a great way to bring in the credits. I'm surprised they even let us race. Wouldn't want the crowds to get too excited. Excitement makes people unpredictable, or something. Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Mathilde. There just isn't enough of me to go around. It was, but I can't seem to get a break lately. Hukta has been holding me off, and all he does is run over everything. But this place is all there is, until the circuit recovers from the loss of Taris. It's going to take a while. Not within reasonable traveling time. I heard there was a startup on Tatooine, but I'll stick with the legitimate tracks. Thank you very much. Huts aren't to be trusted, that's all I'll say. 2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind this sport. It's all about the image you portray. Hukta Jax is the only other professional here besides me. He got where he is by making sure everyone knows he's the toughest racer out there. I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Queedle, the local favorite. He won't amount to much. Yes, hurry it up. Don't hurry back. Well, hello, Sector Champion. You must be proud right now. You'll excuse me if I don't join in with cheers of my own. Don't hurry back.
Mokao dangya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto. Mokao dangya foki. Chachis.
I could have been champ. Can't afford the swoop upgrades, though.
You handled that race like a pro. I like confident men.
Woo! That was an exciting time you turned in. Nobody else had a chance.
Good race, Sector Champion. I guess you'll be off to the big tracks once the circuit is back up.
Chiska do Sukigumba Nabona Naikachu. Chiska do Sukigumba Nabona Naikachu.
Go away. You would regret the only other option.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. And why are you bothering me? I'm here on Manan to find work at...
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Oishi. Tuftadan kelva. Oisidan kelva. Tuni kolo tuf nivan reput. Papoilta. Tuora. Tuni tuf lakvan nivo kelva. Oisi tuftadan kelva. Ois bannau forti tufta. Tuftadan kelva. Oisidan kelva. Puhdasta sieltä. Puhta kelpsis. Bänna. Papuilta. Kolotus nivan reput. Si afurtuu. Si entuuditaut. Ben rasikut. Ben. Tuftadan kelva. Oisidan kelva. Tuora. Tuni tuflakvan nivo kelva. Ben. Tuora. Tuni tuflakvan nivo kelva. Ben. Tuora.
And we will continue this in the next episode. So if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and until then, may the Force be with you.